You can remember that date, all right? Who will do it? Somebody will lose it, somebody will keep it. Who knows? Email. So you can email when you turn 45 point whatever and say, guess what, Mr. Mayor? All right? I haven't put the latitude, longitude coordinates on your homework in case the whole building gets destroyed like 30 years from now. We can still find it, stand on top of the mountain and say, hey, my class is right here. All right. So the GPS coordinates of this room have been provided on your homework, so that when you actually hit your square root moment at 45 point whatever, you can come back and visit whatever's left in school. It might be here, it might not be. My high school's gone, my middle school's gone, so who would know? Okay. All right. Hey, you never know, kids. That's a long time. 30 years is a long time. Okay. Now, the square root of 1936, according to our chart, is what?
44.
44. The square root of 2025, according to the chart, is?
45.
45. Therefore, everyone born between 1936 and 2025 would turn 44 point something when they hit that moment, right? Okay? Because the square root of some year here is going to be between these two. That's why my age is going to be 44 point something. Swing it up too soon there. So I can't tell you I'm in my 30s anymore. Okay. All right. Now, this is an optional graph. You don't have to graph this. Okay. This is young Pete Wade drawing a graph over here. All right. How did young Pete Wade know that this only happens once in your lifetime and it won't happen twice or 3 times or 4 times or 5 times? All right. Here's how you know. Just swatting it up. Okay. Here's how young Pete Wade knew that this only happened once in your lifetime and not multiple times. Let's go back to one of our old favorite graphs, the square root of x. Okay? Let this be the years and let this be your age. Now, in 1970, I was 0. In 1971, I was 1. In 1972, I turned 2. Isn't it linear? Every year that goes, you get a year older. It's a line. And the line will only cross square root of x once in your lifetime. That's how you know it's one time only. Guaranteed.
You did draw my hair.
How about that? Okay? So there you go. Okay. Now, here's what you will do when you set this up in your homework. Here's how to set it up. Okay. Now, remember on your homework, you'll be 45 point something. And pretty much everybody I teach until I retire is going to be 45 point something because you're going to fit between those 2 years. When you hit your square root moment. For me, I'm going to use 44 point something. All right, so let's just do a little bit of a guess and check first of all. All right, birthday, March 24th.
Have a party.
Please feel free to bring in presents.
This is yours.
March 24th, 1970. There's a lucky number again.
Is that where that lucky number comes from?
It comes from all kinds of things. That's what it started with. Okay, now, if I add 44 point something years to that, let's see when that could possibly happen. Here's what you'll do to your birthday on the homework. Take your birthday, you're going to add 45 point something to it. All right, now, when will I turn 44? Not yet. When will I turn 44? That would be March 24th, when? 2014, oh my gosh, so soon. What happened in my life? Okay. Okay. No, it's been a good life. It's just flying by. Okay, let's see. All right, now. 2. What happened in my life? Because my wife's watching this. This is a fabulous life. Now, all the way up to, when's the last time I'm going to be 44 point anything? That would be March 23rd, 2015.
Oh.
That's the only time I'll be 44. So somewhere in there is where my square root moment's going to happen. All right? We'll celebrate that day. I guess you guys will be gone.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Wait,
now on your well, we're going to figure it out. On your homework, you're going to narrow down your range first of all. Where you're going to be 45 point something, and then somewhere in there is the answer. Okay? Here's how you can do it. It's pretty simple. Okay? Let's look at this. Okay. So square root of 2014, square root of 2015. These are the only 2 years that I'll be 44, so it has to be one of these. One of these will be completely preposterous, and one of these will make sense. Okay? So here's what you do. On your calculators, can't you say that word? Take the square root of 2014, and that would be 44.8776, blah, blah, blah. Okay? All right, makes sense. So if I reach 44.8 years old, In 2014, I got it. Wait a minute. If I'm 44 point almost 9, that means I'm almost what? I'm almost 45. Won't that happen in 2015 for me? Okay, just depends on who you are and where your birthday is. That means I could not be that age in 2014. I'm into 2015 now, so it can't be that one. So one of yours on the homework will be like, well, that doesn't make any sense, and the other one will fit right into place. The square root of 2015 is 44.88875, et cetera, a little higher. And that makes sense. I will be that age in 2015, almost 45. That's the date right there. I can just make that into a date, which I can, which you can too. All right? The square root moment. All right, here it goes. So here's what to do. Under years, how many years old will I be? 44. Then here's all this other stuff, all right? Remainder. How do you get the remainder on your calculator? Could you just do what? You can just subtract 44, knock it off there, just look what decimal. Right? So just do minus 44, and the left, and write everything that's on your calculator. I want you to be really accurate, so write everything on the face of your calculator, okay? So let's put 88875.
This should have been the challenge.
1375. Oh no, this would be great for homework. Okay? Actually, it won't take too long. I'll walk you through step by step. Okay? Now, all you have to do is convert that to a date. Well, let's see. If I want to put that in, how many days is 0.888 years? How would I do that?
By 365.
You know what?
125.
If you multiply that, technically yes. If you multiply that by 365, I can figure out how many days that is. It's like 89% of 365, right? Okay? So just multiply that by 365. Let's see what I get. Days would be 324. Hey, it's my birthday, 324. Lucky number again. Over. All right, so 324. Then on your calculator, you would knock off the 324 and focus on the remainder. Now, this times 365 is actually 324 point, let me show you the rest of the calculator. It's 0.394251848. Okay? So that's like 0.4 of a day. What's 0.4 of a day? Oh, wait, what if I multiply by 24 hours? Okay. You see the young people rate was spiking last week. Doing this in my free time? All right, so multiply that by 24. Let's see what we get. 9 hours. Take that off. Point, and we're almost there, 0.4620443361. So you'll just keep getting these decimals on your homework, and you'll keep knocking them off until you get this over here. Okay? All right? And by the way, note on your homework, you'll have your range right here. If you cross a leap day, multiply by 366. Some of you might. So you might get unlucky to have a leap day snuck in there, okay? Notice when I passed through February, it was February of 2015, which is not a leap day because leap years are all multiples of what number? 4. Okay? So if you pass through a multiple of 4 and a February, make sure you add another day and put 366. Okay? Other than that, don't worry about it. Okay? So we'll see. All right? Okay, now let's multiply this by 60 minutes, and that gives me a grand total of 27. And then the last one, 0.7226616. Okay, and to put that to seconds, you would multiply by what? 60 again. Okay. Actually, we did a bonus kind of like this one time. We noticed that so we got it right. Very clever and crafty. All right, so there is, if I can just figure out what I'm going to be this right here, that's my square root moment. Okay, the only one in my entire life. That's it right there.
You're gonna be counting down, I can see.
Oh, I got the app on my phone already. Have the countdown app. Countdown to anything.
Really?
Countdown to Summer
It's like
Olympics.
going?
Oh, it's counting down right now.
You going to some of
But what happens?
No, it just has the countdown like opening ceremonies.